They are coming. These monsters. They want what is rightfully mine. What is in this bag defines me. It represents everything I have worked for. I want you to take it. Get on the first train headed west. When you get to Tucson, find my nephew and make the drop.
You've got quite a bump there. You should sit. Who's Charles Pitt?
I'm sorry?
Charles Pitt. It was in your shirt pocket.
I had a bag with me. Where is it?
Are you a mail carrier? You can't be more than 18 years old.
Please, just give me my bag and I'll be on my way.
Where are you taking it?
Tucson.
The train stops in Tucson. Why didn't you just ride it all the way through?
I really need to be going.
Tucson is 20 miles from here. You're not gonna make it far in the dark.
I made a promise.
No one's asking you to break your promise, Mr.
Jack. I just go by Jack.
Stay here tonight and you can deliver your bag tomorrow.
Where's your family?
My pa's in Mexico seeing about a horse.
He just left you here? When's he coming back?
A few days. Why, you worried about me?
You shouldn't be out here alone. I'll stay the night and I'll be gone first thing in the morning. How'd you find me?
You knew we were waiting at the depot. You jumped that dadgum train.
Give me the bag.
I don't have it.
Give it to me.
It's been delivered.
Then, I got no use for you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I'm just looking for water.
Where are you headed?
To Tucson.
Oh, yeah? To do what?
Make a delivery?
What's in the bag?
None of your business?
You sound like your mother.
My mother's dead. Been dead for a long time now.
Sorry to hear that. She was a good woman. You don't remember me, do you?
No?
You used to run cattle for your pa. Back then you were a little kid. Little Ellie. Little Ellie West. Get in. Don't move until I tell you. What can I do for you, son?
Just looking for someone.
Ain't nobody here but this old man. Find what you're looking for?
No, I didn't.
If I see her come through, I'll be sure to let you know.
You're gonna give me that bag.
Jack!
Take the bag. Ellie, go. Go!
Jack!
Go on.
All I want is a bag. Give it to me.
Are you Charles Pitt Edison?
I'm Charles Pitt Edison, yes.
The nephew of Thomas Edison?
That's right.
I have a delivery for you.
I came out here months ago on Uncle Thomas's recommendation. He
asked me to gather data on the efficiency of the new steam locomotive. This is the first time he sent any kind of correspondence. This is incredible. Do you realize what you've been carrying?
He only asked I'd deliver the bag. I had no idea what was in it.
These are plans for the world's first incandescent light bulb. His theory, his designs, it's all in here. I knew my uncle was close, but these pages will forever change the world.
There have been a lot of men trying to get their hands on that journal.
Small wonder. Without a patent, anyone could take credit for this. You've no idea what this means to me and my family. Thank you, Miss West. Thank you. Now, there is another matter I'd like to discuss. The Edison Company has recently become interested in the development of the motion picture camera.
Motion pictures?
Yes, moving pictures. It's remarkable technology being developed in San Francisco. This device will do for the eye what the phonograph has done for the ear.
And what does this have to do with us?
My friend, it has everything to do with you. Mr. Edison had already scheduled a meeting with the inventor to discuss a partnership, but I wish to show him just how serious we are. I want you to deliver $1,000 to Edward Mybridge, and when you return with proof of delivery, there will be $2,000 waiting for you as compensation. So, what do you say?
When do we start?
Our project started back in the spring of 2009, and we came up with the idea to do a Western, which we hadn't really seen in any other of these short film contests before. So we had the story laid out, and in the story the characters are trying to deliver this bag.
What's in the bag?
None of your business.
You sound like your mother.
We weren't really sure what to put in the bag, really. I mean, we wanted everyone to think that it was money and that's what everyone was after, but in the end we really wanted it to be a twist. And then we decided that we wanted it to actually be an invention of some kind, and we came up with having the plans for the light bulb be inside the bag. The light bulb really fit and worked because the idea of it was created back in the 1800s, which our movie is set. So we came up with a title for the movie, and we called it Courier West. And Courier West came from one of the main characters. Jack was a mail courier, and he was the one delivering the bag. And West comes from the other main character, Ellie's last name, which is West. Are you Charles Pitt Edison?
I'm Charles Pitt Edison, yes.
The nephew of Thomas Edison?
That's right.
I have a delivery for you.
I came out here months ago on Uncle Thomas's recommendation. He asked me to gather data on the efficiency of the new steam locomotive. This is the first time he sent any kind of correspondence. This is incredible. Do you realize what you've been carrying?
He He only asked I deliver the bag. I had no idea what was in it.
These are plans for the world's first incandescent light bulb. His theory, his designs, it's all in here. I knew my uncle was close, but these pages will forever change the world.
There have been a lot of men trying to get their hands on that journal.
Small wonder. Without a patent, anyone could take credit for this. You've no idea what this means to me and my family.
Scouting locations wasn't too hard actually for this film, I wouldn't say, because of the great area that we live in here in Arizona. Lots of desert, lots of options. We decided on a place because we knew we wanted to shoot the cliff jumping scene down at Canyon Lake. And on the way there, we found this little river that runs towards it, where we did a lot of the shooting for the outside scene when Jack's cutting wood, and the first scene where you really get to meet the antagonist in the story. We were really lucky and fortunate to be able to have Rockin' on Our Ranch as the town scene setting for the end of the movie. It's a really great set to hold all these extras, and this grand finale, the climax, just really hold all the movie together, I think.
Rolling, quiet on the set, rolling, action.
For the inside scenes in the cabin, that was really difficult at first. We didn't know what we were going to do for that. We didn't know if we were going to actually have to go to a cabin or how we were going to do it. But we ended up creating a whole half of a room inside of our classroom using a bunch of plywood and supplies like that, and then getting some gray paint to paint it over and try to make it look as real as possible with hanging pictures and drapes and putting some furniture in there to make it look as real as possible with the wood burning or the coal burning stove in there, and I think it turned out really good. We knew the costumes for the movie would be really difficult, being that it was in the 1800s and no one really wears 1800s clothes anymore. So just by asking around, having everyone kind of be on the lookout for anything that looked 1800s like. We did a lot of searching around in stores and went to Goodwill and pick up some things. For the girls' costumes, we looked at Renee Zellweger and Nicole Kidman in the movie Cold Mountain. And for the guys, we looked into the costumes they were wearing in 310 to Yuma, which is a really great Western movie, I think. I think that everyone's costumes really came out to look really similar, if not dead on almost, to what they would be wearing in the 1800s back in the West.
Rolling, that means you move, action. Okay, good. One more time, come back.
Do I look like I'm part of the 80s posse?
All right, and now you're going to see a bunch of the shots from the movie compared with the storyboards that we had thought up and drawn out for the movie. Storyboards are a really important part of the movie making process because it allows you to ultimately save time, because you already have a preconceived idea when on the set of what you want to do and what kind of shot you want to get, and it'll save you a bunch of time. For example, at Rockin' Our Ranch, we only had about 4 hours of available shooting time, and if we would have been running around that whole entire place trying to figure out what shots we wanted to get that day, it would have never worked out. So having storyboards really can keep your movie organized and save you a whole lot of time and energy that would otherwise be wasted in the end.
You've got quite a bump there. You should sit. Who's Charles Pitt?
I'm sorry?
Charles Pitt. It was in your shirt pocket.
I had a bag with me. Where is it?
Are you a mail carrier? You can't be more than 18 years old.
Please, just give me my bag and I'll be on my way.
Where are you taking it?
Tucson.
The train stops in Tucson. Why didn't you just ride it all the way through?
I really need to be going.
Tucson is 20 miles from here. You're not gonna make it far in the dark.
I made a promise.
No one's asking you to break your promise, Mr.
Jack. I just go by Jack.
Stay here tonight and you can deliver your bag tomorrow.
Where's your family?
My pa's in Mexico seeing about a horse.
He just left you here? When's he coming back?
A few days. Why, you worried about me?
You shouldn't be out here alone. I'll stay the night and I'll be gone first thing in the morning.
You're right behind the camera? Yeah.
Okay, we're ready. Rolling. Everybody moving. Action.
Also, for the movie, we had a shooting schedule to try to keep us organized and on track and know what scenes we were going to shoot and when. And our first shooting day was October 10th of 2009. The scene that we were going to shoot was the cliff jumping scene after the main character Ellie runs away from the bad guys and jumps off the cliff into the lake. The place that we actually finally came to the conclusion of shooting at, of course, ended up being probably as remote as possible as far as walking distance, and the whole hike to the spot originally probably took us about a half an hour to get all the equipment down there and set up shooting. So it took a while and definitely wasn't easy. In the end, it ended up working out, and we always ended up getting the shot. There's a few challenges with this one. Was to get a good shot of her jumping into the lake, because it was a one shot or nothing. So we really had to make sure that that one shot was going to be perfect.
One.
Seaweed, seaweed. Ew.
Really?
Okay, now come over here and just go like neck up and just kind of like wade across like here over to there.
You saw me like walk by. I don't look like I'm in the door.
Like they almost fish for dinner.
Someone else. I'm still swimming. I don't think I can do it. I can't. The bag is too heavy.
Just pull.
The bag is too heavy. I can't move anymore.
That's pretty natural. The next shooting after the Canyon Lake scene was meeting up here at the school as we drove out to the Sorrel Lake, the scene that we did the first shootout at. Nice and bright and early. Well, for us at least. For Eliana, it was nice and whenever she felt like waking up.
Give me the bag.
Say it more.
Deeper?
Yeah. More real.
Give me the bag. Give it to me. Then, I got no use for you.
Okay. Say it again, but Nick, you try to do your lines and reactions as well. Okay?
Okay. How'd you find me?
You knew we were waiting at the depot. You jumped that dadgum train.
I'm sorry, dude. One more time. I just gotta get used to you in character. One more time. One more time. I'm good.
It's like so good. It's awesome.
It is good.
It's awesome.
Okay. Give me the bag.
I don't have it.
Give it to me.
It's been delivered.
Then, I got no use for you.
That was pretty good. Okay, go.
Do it. How'd you find me?
You knew we were waiting at the depot. You jumped that dadgum train.
Give me the bag.
I don't have the bag.
Give it to me.
It's been delivered.
Then, I got no use for you.
I don't know how to work this
Can
thing.
she pull the trigger? Is it gonna?
Well, yeah. So, okay. So, what you have to stop the shot so we can get the bullet out of the scene, and then she can cock it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
All 3 of your fingers in it. Go ahead and close it. Do it again. Yeah, and now close. Good.
Okay.
Is that good?
So do that again. Cock it.
At first,
and then
Eliana wasn't really
shoot it,
sure
pull the
how
trigger.
to work or use a gun, and so
reload
we
it.
had Luhan there
Bring
helping
it
us
in.
out,
Bring it
and
in, down to your...
he showed her how to work it and what to do at what times to make the whole scene and the whole shooting look more
I definitely
authentic
just
from
killed Kyle.
her end.
Anyone said it's Kyle for sure.
Okay. Tell me when the gun hits.
All right, just shoot, act like you're shooting everything. And even with the pistols,
Gun
there
hit.
was
Wait, hold on. Try it again.
a little instructional period, so everyone knew what they were doing with the gun. So
Gun hit.
all of the actions and all the movement looked
Dude, that was...
Okay. Shoot
real, or how they should be.
Down. Reload. She can't find it. She's freaking out. Freak out. Freak out. Look. 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 There. Reload. You're patting down. There's nothing. There's nothing. You're freaking out. On your face, scared. Run. 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 Okay, that was good. Shoot. Pat down. Try to reload. There's nothing. You're freaking out. You're looking each way. You're running around. Go. 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 That's good. Okay, rolling, ready, action.
Our next little outing was to Rockin' Our Ranch, where we filmed the climax of the movie, really. We had all the extras from the other video production classes. We all had them sign up and make sure they all had time period attire. We had lovely catering, some subs and other things. One of the problems with Rockin' Our Ranch was the time that we had. We only had about 4 hours to film all these scenes and get all the shooting we needed in. So it was a little difficult trying to squeeze in all the filming that we needed to in those 4 hours. 4 hours sounds like a lot of time, but in reality, when it comes down to shooting, it goes by really quick.
Places. Rolling. Action.
Both sides of my cheeks.
Nick and Eliana, you're starting over there by that equipment, and you're gonna run this way, okay? You're kind of dragging them a little bit, Eliana. Rolling, and action. Okay, that was good, again.
My part in this movie, I don't even have a part. I'm an extra. I wish I had a part. That'd be kind of cool.
Today we are filming Nick Martinez's movie, and we are extras.
Get dressed up in this cool
Pretty fun.
cowboy suit.
Yep, and they're calling us, so we gotta go.
Okay, rolling. Action.
My favorite part of the movie was just running around, people shooting and jumping places. It was cool.
Now that you're gonna run into a wagon.
That would be funny.
Visual effects in this movie, some of them you'll see, one right here is the color overlay in the scene.
Just shoot.
To change it from just the average looking film to this
Gun hit.
kind of desaturated in a way almost,
Gun hit.
to just give it a
Gun
different
hit.
feel.
Okay, tell me when the gun hits.
Alright, just shoot, action, everything.
Gun hit. Try to get through.
Gun hit.
Gun hit.
Here you can see the original stock footage of the train coming by with just the average regular colors. Out in the courtyard, we set up the green screen. I went ahead and hopped on top of the ladder, and we got rid of all the green and tracked me to the top of the train, and that's the finished product is what you see in the movie. All right, and the first part you see here is original footage, and then we added myself on top of the train and also some clouds and some smoke to give it that look. And then the final color overlay with the sun glare. And here you see the original footage compared with the final product. Another scene was Eliana pointing the gun at the ground. It was pretty much completely fake except for her. We had the green screen behind her and we added in a whole cloud scene, a whole backdrop with the sun glare. After we went back through the footage, we realized that from the gunfight that Eliana was in to the cliff jump, you never really see when she loses her gun. It just kind of disappears. So we had to go back in and shoot that again, but not at the same location. So what we did was we had the bush with the ground in the foreground, and we put the green screen backdrop behind it. Then we just had her run towards the camera and drop the gun on the ground. And then in the end, we got rid of the green and put in a desert backdrop that was similar to the area that we'd been shooting in. And I really don't think you can tell much difference. Because we didn't actually have a cabin out in the desert for Eliana to look out a window at and see all the bad guys sitting around me. The first step was taking this original picture with the window frame, cutting out all the scenery in it. Then in the frame slots, we added some broken glass and some different textures, glass textures. And then we put that over the scene that we had and then overlaid it with our green screen footage. And in the end, I don't think anyone at the film festival really realized that this was a special effect we did. They just thought it was an actual window that we were just shooting out of.
Ready? Okay, go. Look. Okay, try it again.
Who's Charles Pitt?
I'm sorry?
Charles Pitt. This was in your shirt pocket.
I had a bag with me. Where is it?
Who's Charles Pitt?
I'm sorry?
Charles Pitt. It was in your shirt pocket.
I had a bag with me. Where is it? Here's one of the effect programs we used was After Effects. Here you can see myself playing Jack falling on the ground and dust coming up. Originally that dust wasn't there at all because I was falling onto a mat, so there would have been no dust at all. So I fall down and we inserted this dust for when I hit, and here you'll see a few shots of it, the dust going in and out.
Before spring break, 10 students from the studio took an adventure to the Student Television Network National Convention in Anaheim, California. And what an adventure it was! Nick Martinez's movie, Courier West, was nominated for Best Editing, Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Picture. And it took home Best Cinematography. Take a look at the recap of this epic event.
We woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. We got on a bus. We had to share seats. We drove all the way to California. And it took like a million hours.
And we went to Disneyland.
Disneyland was cool. First day was probably the best one. Nobody was there, so the rides were pretty fast.
My favorite ride at California Adventures or Disneyland is definitely Space Mountain.
My favorite ride is the Tower of Terror.
Space Mountain, all the way.
We ate dinner at the ESPN Zone and lots of sports stuff was there. They have like an arcade up at the top.
There were lots of good times going along with that. It was good.
We got to the film festival, got our seats, got excited for all the nominations we got, and then got our awards.
Well, everyone else's theirs was garbage. And that's why mine won and was nominated so many times. They couldn't give me all the awards, so I understand. But I'm still angry that I should have won all of them.
Film Festival Friday night, it was pretty epic because Nick won Best Cinematography. And for you guys that don't know what cinematography means, that means best everything. So we just got the best everything.
Where's my boy? Best cinematography right there.
Something I always remember about this trip, just like getting the award and everybody coming up to us after. Even though we were nominated to everything, we still won one, but we think that we deserved a little bit more than that.
And even though we only won Best Cinematography, we just rocked that whole thing. We were just the best out there.
I don't know what to say, yeah. After we got back from the Student Television Network Festival, it was, the movie was really well received and everyone was really excited to hear that it did so well. So we did a few things afterwards, some photo shoots for the school website, and really I loved the experience of making this movie. It was great. I don't regret anything about it. Everything turned out better than I would have ever imagined, and all of the hard work really showed in the final product of the movie and the awards that we won. I even got a scholarship opportunity to make film in Sedona. And so the whole thing was just an overall really awesome experience, and I would definitely do it all over again. And I encourage anyone who's interested in this to definitely go for it and do it if they really want to.